Hello everyone. So today I am going to start the third unit, that is input output functions and the control structure. So before that, whatever the questions, that is assignment questions I have given to you, so I hope you all are writing, and if you get any doubt in any assignment questions, so from Monday to Friday you are given the time, that is 10 to 1, so that you can come to college and resolve your doubts, right? If you have any doubt, so we will discuss in the college, and according to the batch you all are coming to the college, that is from Monday to Friday, right? So in the college we will discuss if you have any doubt regarding the first unit and the second unit as well as the assignment questions, right? So today we will discuss about input and output functions, how the input and output functions are used in the C program, right? So when we say input or when we say output, so what we think, input means to feed some data into a program, and an input can be given in the form of file or from a command line. So C programming provides a set of built-in functions to read the given input and feed it to the program as per requirement. Okay, so program takes some data as input and prints the processed data. So the data can be provided to the program variables in two ways. The first way is non-interactive method, in which we assign values to the variables, and the second method is interactive input method, so where the data is supplied by the user through the standard input device, for example keyboard. So this is actually carried out by an input statement of a program. So input statement is a function that allows the program to receive data from the keyboard, and similarly when the processed data is to be displayed on the monitor, an output statement is used. Okay, and when we say output, it means that to display some data on screen or printer or in any file. So here C provides built-in functions to output the data on the computer screen as well as to save it in text or a binary files. So C programming provides built-in functions for input files as well as output files. Okay. So programming treats all the devices as files. For example, the device is nothing but input devices or output devices. So input devices are nothing but keyboard, mouse, scanner and all, and output devices are screen, that is monitor, printer, plotter, etc. So devices are addressed in the same way as files. Okay. So for example, standard input means stdin, that is stdin means what is standard input device? Keyboard. std out means standard out, that is standard output. What is the standard output device? Screen or a monitor. Okay. So now we will see some input and output functions. So there are two types of input and output functions, and they are formatted input output function and unformatted input output function. So formatted input output functions enables the user to specify the types of the data and the way in which it should be read in or written out. So in formatted input output, here the user must be specify what type of data you are going to read. So here you have to compulsory specify the type of data. If you are reading a integer type, if you are reading a floating type, or if you are reading a character or a string type, so here user must define or specify the type of data which you are reading or which you are writing out. Okay. So here type of a formatted, that is scanf function. Scanf function is a input function and a printf function is a output function. Okay, that is a formatted input output function. So unformatted means here user do not specify the types of data and the way it should be read or written. Okay. So, user no need to specify the type of data. Okay. So, the unformatted input functions are get char and get s, and output functions are put char, put s. So, see here you can observe. So, in unformatted means they are specified only character or a string type of input function and a string type of a output function. So, in this, if you are using unformatted input output function, here we cannot read integer or a floating type of data, or we cannot write input and output type of data. It is only for a character and a string type of. So, here user does not need to specify the types of data and the way it should be read or written. Okay. So, these are the input output functions for a formatted as well as a unformatted. So, formatted input function is scanf and the output function is printf. Unformatted input functions are get char and get s, and output functions are put char, put s. So, about it get char, put char, get s, put s, about scanf, printf we will discuss in the next video. Okay. So, in this slide we will see what is a formatted input. So, as we know, C provides a function called scanf to read the value for the variables in a C programming from the keyboard. Okay. So, through keyboard we can read the input by using formatted input function called scanf. So, scanf function is used to enter the numeric, character and a string type of data, and it is included in the header file called stdio.h, that is standard input standard output dot h. H means header file. So, basically formatted input function is scanf. So, scanf function is used to read the all the data types, that is numeric, character and string type of data. Okay. And the general form or the syntax is scanf within the parenthesis controls string, that is within the double quotation, comma and address list. Okay. Where control string is a sequence of one or more character groups, and each group is a combination of % symbol and one of the conversion character, and the control string specify the type of the values which are to be supplied to the variables. Okay. So, based on the conversion character you can specify what type of data you are reading. Okay. And the conversion character may be any type, that is a integer, that is a character or a floating, whatever. Okay. And it must be followed by the % symbol. % symbol is nothing but the character conversion character. Okay. And address list means it specify the address of a memory location where the values of input variables should be stored. Suppose if you are reading an integer type of data, then that value of the variable will be stored in the address list. Okay. Suppose integer, character or a float. So, based on the conversion character, the variable of that values will be stored in the address list. Okay. So, for example, scanf %d. So, % is a conversion character, and what type of conversion character it is converting? D. D means a integer type. F means floating type. Okay. If you are reading a multiple character, that is conversion character, then you have to use that many times, and there is no comma, full stop, anything between a two conversion character, that is a %d, %f, and if you are using %c also, and it should be enclosed within double quotation. After that, comma, x and y are the two variables. Okay. So, here and symbol in programming we call it as a ampersand. Ampersand is a address operator. Okay. So, the value of the x, okay, value of the x is stored in a particular address, value of the y is stored in a particular address. Okay. We have a different locations where we can store any type of data. Okay. So, x it hold a integer type of data, y it hold a floating type of data. Okay. The value of a x and value of the y are stored somewhere else in the memory, that is in a computer memory. Okay. So, this is an example. So, now we will see some character groups and the meaning of those character groups which we commonly use in our program. Okay. %C, %C it convert a single character or it read a single character. Okay. So, if you are if you are reading a single character, then we must specify %C. %D means read a decimal integer. Okay. Decimal means it is not a decimal point, decimal means the whole number, that is a integer decimal number. %F means read a floating point number, %P read a pointer, %S read a string, %U read an unsigned integer. Okay. So, these are the some character group which we commonly use in the program. Okay. So, as we write a program as in further videos, so you will come to know how these character groups or how these conversion characters are used in the program. Okay. So, only this much in this video. So, try to understand the concept of input output function. So, these are very important. So, how input output functions are used in the program. So, based on the conversion character, you can use the scanf, printf and all. Okay. So, see you in the next video. Thank you.